Welcome to this week's Dirt Shed Show with me, Martyn Ashton, and look who it is, it's only Bingers.
Myself, Blake Sampson. Good to be back on the show, Mr. Ashton. How are you?
Yeah, I'm great. Well, it's great to be have you back on the show, but it's a bit of a shame. I had a bit of a false start. I was in the set last week, but I've had to roll back my unlocking.
I know.
Because the old rates are going up in the UK a little bit, so I'm back green screening into the shed, so I hope you guys don't mind out there. Let's get to our topic, right? It's quite, I'd say it's slightly controversial, this one,
I was going to
Blake.
say, this is kind of very over-the-hill controversial.
Over-the-hill controversial, yeah. After the first 4 rounds of the EWS this year, we're faced with a very worrying question. And I don't want to bring it up. I love the guy. Sam Hill.
I've hung out with the guy.
You've hung out with him. And we're going to get to a few stories of you with him in a minute. But he's obviously a legend and genius of downhill racing and EWS, multiple champion in both. But we have to ask ourselves the question. I've been waiting to say this all day.
Go for it.
Is Sam over the hill?
Oh, excuse the pun, but yeah, is he?
Is he?
I don't think he is, mine.
Mate,
I don't think he is.
I just want to put the facts out there first, okay? Right.
Okay.
The facts are, one stage into this year's EWS, Sam Hill was as normal as could be. He was right there, knocking on the door for the win. One stage in. Then it tanked. Then it was gone, and what has changed is his fitness, man. The riding skill is undoubtedly there. It's never going to go. The guy's an amazing rider, but the fitness level required at EWS now is majorly high. It's so hard, and he isn't there. He's not in the running for this, and we've got to face facts. Maybe he's over the hill.
Yeah. No, he's not. I don't think he is, mine. I think he got a shock to his system because we have been through a lockdown, so a whole year of sitting on the fence. Are we doing it? Are we not? Are we doing? Are we not? So his training, I guess, is kind of subsided. And you know what? When it was summer here, when it was winter here, it was summer there. So when it's summertime in Australia, those tinnies love to flow. You know, parties, family time.
Blake, we're talking about a professional athlete here, right? Everyone else had those problems too, and they've all come out swinging. And I think, unfortunately, Sam hasn't come out swinging. He's come out, you know, bit tubbier. He's not in the shape of his life. Look. I'm a Sam Hill fan. I love the guy. I mean, I love him as a racer. I don't know him. I've heard he is an amazingly nice guy. He's quiet. But on a bike, right, I think he's maybe the best there's ever been. I really think he's one of the best. Right? So I'm a fan.
Yeah.
And I don't want this to be the end. I want him to come back in this second half of the EWS season and prove me wrong. That's what I want. But
you know what?
I don't think I'm going to get it.
A little bird told me that he was like, don't you worry, I'm going to win this at the end of the year.
I think the chance of him winning the series has gone. I really do. I don't
win a stage, win one of the stops.
What would we be happy with? What would make you happy, Blake? Actually, let's get to that in a minute. Okay. First, tell us your relationship with Sam Hill. You know, you went out to Oz and you shot with Sam. You did an amazingly cool video with him. You saw him ride moto. You saw him with his kids.
With him.
Tell me about him. What's he like?
I got goosebumps just thinking about hanging out with the chap, right? Watching him ride his mountain bike is something else, but watching him ride a motocross bike on a motocross track is incredible. The fluidity that he rides a rig is mine. You can see where he gets the style from. Yeah. I guess it comes from his mountain bike, goes to moto, or his moto style is moved over to his mountain bike. Being all that foot out, flat out. I love him. He's a great guy. He's a cool guy to hang out with. Yeah. And watching him and hanging out with him is great. And I don't think he's over the hill.
And what do you think? What do you think with that rallying cry for Sam Hill? What would you be happy with? A stage win, an event win? What do you expect in the second half of the season that we can start to look forward to? And I mean, the season of EWS is poised in such an incredible place at the moment.
It is.
What could Sam do, and what would you be happy with?
I would be happy with him just coming back up on top and giving those boys a run for their money again, because he's been around for a very long time. And he started off kind of rusty, but that doesn't mean he cannot come out shining with a bit of polish, which I feel like the rest of the season, it will happen.
Well, I think if he does do that, it will be unbelievable. It will be amazing. Be good, wouldn't it?
And I'd also go hang out with him again.
Yeah, let's pray for an amazing Sam Hill return. Let me know in the comments section down below, am I right? Is Sam over the hill? Or let Blake know that he's on the right path. He knows a legend when he sees one, and this guy is about to make the comeback of comebacks. Can he do it? Let us know in the comment section down below. Let's have a bit of a dukaroo down there. Let's argue this out. Right, Blake, I've got something to announce, man. I've got something really exciting to announce.
Yeah? What's that?
You may already know this. We've got a new partnership, Spank. We've got a new partnership with Spank. Spank, welcome to the GMBN team. We are very grateful for your support, and we're very, very happy to have you here. We're going to be making some wicked videos that are going to be highlighting Spank stuff. So that's pretty cool news, isn't it?
It is very good. Got some colourful stuff coming.
Check out Spank on GMBN in the coming future. Right, let's head over to the news to see what's going on.
What's up, everyone? I'm back in the Dirt Shed this week with your weekly roundup of news. Let's look into the world of athletes to start off with, as there's been plenty going on. First off, Marine Cabarrou has joined the Monster Energy roster. Like Camille Balanche, she was going to announce it during Leger, but met with the ground after that tricky road gap early in the weekend, so has left it until now. Alex Marin has parted ways with the Brigade team, reporting that the role he was filling was too focused around testing and developing the new production Privé downhill bike than it was around racing. He's joined Angel Suarez and Pau Manoyo Busquets on the all-Spanish Comensal 21 team to get his teeth back into racing, which sounds like the right move for him for now. In this horrible-looking crash, Baptiste Piron has fractured 4 vertebrae in his back. Fortunately, doctors say that there is no damage to his spinal cord, but he has still had surgery all the same. More bad news now, as Carsten Storch has also sidelined himself for a few months with a broken collarbone after, and get this, jumping out of a helicopter. Let's take a moment just to appreciate how crazy some of the projects in our sport are getting. It didn't quite work out for Carsten after he said that rotor wash, which is basically an immense downdraft from the heli hitting the floor and moving sideways, blew the bike out from under him near the ground. So healing vibes out for both of those two. We hope to see you back soon. G Atherton, who of course gets our continued best wishes for his recovery, has released crash footage of what happened to him. Most mountain bikers would look at what he was riding and where and not even consider it as something you could do on a bike. He gets kicked a bit far off his line and that's it. Gets ejected by a heavy landing. The margin for error is so small with what he was doing and where. It's good to see him walking without crutches though and starting to work on his rehab. This weekend was a good time to decide who's national champ, with a few races happening around the world to decide who wears the coveted flag sleeve for their country. In the French downhill, Myriam Nicole took the win by 17 seconds and retained her national champs title for another year, whilst Benoit Collange did the same, retaining his title but only narrowly holding off Antoine Vidal and Loic Bruni. The UK National Downhill Champs was held at Rhydyfelin in Wales this year, a brilliant high-speed track which challenges riders straight out of the gate. It was Matt Walker standing on the top step this time round, taking that sleeve off of Danny Hart, who finished in third, just behind Charlie Hatton, who rode a blinder into second. Catherine Sharp won the women's race, a close race just 2.5 seconds up on Stacey Fisher and 6 seconds on Aston Tutt. Over to the States now, where the US Nationals happen for all disciplines. The downhill saw Dakota Norton squeezing a win from Lucas Shaw and a comfortable win for Kaylee Skelton, 12 seconds up on second place Caroline Washam. Amy Morrison has defended her national title for enduro racing, with Cody Kelly taking up the mantle for the males this year. And in the XC, it was Erin Huck and Keegan Swenson. Right, quick bit of chat about a new bike release now. The Propane Rage CF, ridden by the Propane Factory Racing team for over a year now, has finally been released. The old bikes had that shock pinned behind the seat tube facing the wheel, whereas Propane's new trail bikes have their shock on the inside of the front triangle, and of course the Rage would be following suit with the updated design too. There's a whopping 215mm of rear suspension and 3 sizes, medium through to XL. Each bike can accommodate either 29-inch or mixed wheel setup and features a flip chip to shorten the chainstay from the 460 to 445. And on paper, this thing is crazy progressive, dropping to a whopping 38% progression ratio throughout the stroke. It's full carbon and boasts a weight of 16.9 kilos for a top spec size large, which isn't exactly a slouch for a downhill bike. Right, before I send you over to Toff, I've got a few competition winners to announce. We ran a Toe Peak giveaway where you could win a whole range of Tubi tools, and the randomly chosen winners and their randomly assigned tools are listed below. Remember, we've still got our Vittoria tyre insert giveaway running right now, so check the pinned comment below for an entry link to that too. All you have to do is answer a simple question to be in with a shot at winning some goodies. Just hit that clue link in the giveaway and the answer is usually nearby. All right, it's over to Toff now for the sickest thing of the week. Enjoy.
Cheers, Tom. Hey, everybody. Right, so this week's sickest thing is a new edit from Evil Bikes, and it's called Ghost Machine. So the concept's sort of about how in the 2000s, when the all mountain bike or enduro bike sort of first hit the scene, everyone was sort of jokingly saying like, downhill is dead. And what's crazy is now like 10 or 15 years later or whatever it is these bikes really are that capable. You can just bang a Triple Crown fork on it and shred downhill. I mean, so maybe it is dead. Obviously I'm referring to downhill bikes may be dead, but like actual downhill itself as a concept is like very much more alive than ever. I mean, the racing this year was super sick and there's bike parks with chairlifts everywhere and stuff. So like downhill itself will just always be around. It's just maybe the bikes are more redundant nowadays. So yeah, if this video is any sort of attempt at showing like the ghost of downhill, but on an enduro bike, then I think it's done a really good job of that. Yeah, so I think it was really cool that the rider themselves was like blacked out, wearing this super stealthy kit, but yet still looked factory in those white goggles. And the clips were super playful, almost like bike park vibes with like the downside tables and all of that. But then it was chopped with these like really fast-paced, like race run clips that sort of contrast it. I don't know, I thought that was like really cool to see. And it made me really want to go ride a downhill bike or ride some downhill, but it's on an enduro bike. And if you're watching this and you think I've just gone like crazy and it's all too weird and abstract, I think that just reinforces the fact that yeah, downhills might be dead because you can shred all the normal like downhill stuff you want on an enduro bike, so they're kind of completely pointless except for downhill races. I mean, is that what it's getting to? Like that's genuinely how I think it is now. Anyway, so yeah, that's my sickest thing this week, the new Ghost Machine edit from Evil. I think it's definitely worth checking out. Right, it's time to go back to the shed.
Thank you, Toff. That's awesome. Right, let's get into hacks and bodges. Hacks and bodges. Let's get into it.
Yeah, let's do it.
Bingers, we've got some wicked ones this week. This first one blows my mind.
No, oh my flipping goodness me.
Okay, let me tell you about this one.
That's not strong, is it?
I don't know about this one. It's from Jason. He's in Eastridge, Tennessee, maybe. I was just taking my bike out for a nice shakedown after getting it tuned up when my chain decided to get between the sprocket and the frame, and it got broken. He made. Could this work? He made a link. I think
we should try it.
He's made a link out of wire,
right?
And he rode it home on this. He said it's 100% a bodge. He admits it, but it's sort of incredible, man. Could that work?
Well, Martin, when you're in a position and in a bit of a pickle, you need to get out of it. You got to think out the box. And hell, dude, how did you find wire on the trail?
Wow, it's just nuts. I don't know what to say about that one. But I mean, has anyone else tried that out there? I just have not seen that done before. Next one, tell us about this one, Blake. You love this one, don't you?
I love this one. It's from Philip. He is from Edinburgh, and obviously we don't really cater for the young ones around us, do we? We don't have a race jersey for the kids.
We have a junior one. We have the junior jersey.
But I have a little man. I want him to have a GMBN top, and I bet all the other dads would love this. And look at this. It just cut up a jersey. Mum did it, and needle and thread, and Oh, look how cute he looks, man. Now that is
so good.
more than just a hack and a bodge. That is just genius.
Yeah,
I like it.
I think it might be a little her, actually. I'm not sure, but her, him, whichever it is, there's no name attached to Philip's upload here.
Dudette. Dude.
The dude or dudette, you're looking great. You're looking great.
You're looking smashing.
And it's a great mod, and Blake might be doing that, or with Blake's influence, you know, he might be able to get some actual kiddies tops made. Who knows?
Hashtag
Who knows?
GMBN kids stuff. Do that in the comments, and if
Do
we get
want to
so
see
much
that?
of them,
Yeah, do you want to see that? Let us know in the comments. And actually, while
Definitely.
you're looking down in the comments, I've heard an amazing game you can play. If you hit the like button, it turns to a different colour. It's quite fun to press. Why don't you press it? Right, next one we've got is from RJ on his Santa Cruz High Tower.
Check this out.
This is brilliant. He's taken this Kuat bike rack and he's created this cool little holder. So when he has to take it off the car and put it in the garage, it now stands in this holder with the bikes on it, and it puts everything into one little space rather than having...
No, that's brilliant.
That is clever, isn't it? That's smart.
That's clever. It's like a 2-inch receiver that he just made up, so you can just push it in there. And there's a bike rack in his garage, but a bike rack for his car.
Yeah. That was so Blake Builds right then. It's a 2-inch receiver, straight in there. Yeah.
That's genius.
It is genius. It's genius. I just liked how you started measuring it in your brain to make it. I thought it was quite
I was just
cool.
trying to figure out how it worked.
It's very good idea, that one. Smart move by RJ. Well done. Hey, the Hacks and Bodges is one of my favourite bits. It's where we get to look a little bit of tech on the GMBN show. And I know that over on GMBN Tech, there's lots of people who love that stuff. So send in your hack or your bodge to the GMBN uploader. What have you been doing with your bike or with your garage or your ingenious solutions out on the trail? Let us see what that is and put it into the uploader, into the Hacks and Bodges file, and we could be looking at your stuff next week. Blake, who is this week's winner in Hacks and Bodges? Who are you giving a race top to? I mean, maybe you should give Philip one so he can make another kiddies race top. I don't know.
I think so. Different colour this time. Well done, Philip.
Well done, Philip. You are
it.
this week's winner. Amazing. Right, Blake, I'm not finished on our Sam Hill story, all right? I want to know what Rick McLaughlin's got to say about this. So let's head over to Rick and see what he thinks. What do you think, Rick? Is Sam over the hill?
Afternoon Dirt Shed Show. Look, boys, I'm going to have to stop you in your tracks here, okay? You are talking absolute nonsense. Sam Hill is not over the hill. And if you give me 20 to 30 angry seconds, I am going to explain to you why not. Both as an impartial observer and also as a signed up Sam Hill fanboy. Look, 2017, 2018, 2019, Sam, it becomes the first pro man to win 3 consecutive titles. Break those down into some numbers. He did that with only 5 wins and 9 podium appearances. What does that tell you? It tells you he's unbelievably consistent, and it tells you he's one of the very best in the business at rounding out titles. 2019, he only started the year with a 12th and an 8th. Everybody threw their hands up in the air and went, oh, that's it, Sam Hill's done. It's time to retire. It's time to hang up the flat pedals. Forget about it. Wrong. Come the end of the season, Specialised EWS Zermatt. He put 40 points into Florian Nicolai, his nearest title rival, on the Queen stage and took the title by guess how much? 40 points. Basically, Sam Hill does not panic. Over the course of those 3 years, he finished on 40% of the podiums. That's just what he does. Look, he's under a bit of pressure at the minute. Elliot Heaps had an incredible start to the season in his own team. But frankly, people like us having these conversations, as a Sam Hill fan, I'm super happy because I know nothing motivates that man like people writing him off. And come the end of the year, he will be back in this title hunt. And the good news for you guys who think he is over the hill is that he's going to be defending it at the Tweed Valley round at the Victoria EWS Tweed Valley in Scotland. So you could jump in the car, come up and talk to him about it, see what he reckons then. Anyway, that's my 2 cents. Back to you.
Caption contest, Mr. Ashton. And this was pretty good.
Well, it is sort of good because last week I was in the set and I was having a really good time.
Yeah.
Right, and what did I forget to do? Yeah, the caption contest. So,
he did.
Our only caption this week was from Adam Sells saying Martyn was excited to be back and he forgot something. So Adam noticed. I'm sorry about that. There was no caption contest last week. But here is the caption contest photo for this week. There you go. Do your worst with that. Give us a caption in the comments section down below. And you could be winning yourself a GMBN mug on next week's Dirt Shed show if you come up with the best caption. And I apologise for missing that last week. That was stupid of me, but I was having too much fun. I was just
These
having
things
too much
happen,
fun.
Martyn, when you're having too much fun. It does, yeah.
They do. Blake, we've got an amazing week on the channel this week.
We have.
It's going to be super sick. Let's take a little look at what's coming up.
Coming up on the channel this week.
Brake and bumps form generally before, during and after turns, and that's because it's an area where the most hard braking happens. People will drag their brakes coming into a turn and during it, and what that does is that really churns up the ground. So when a back brake locks up, it will drag the ground with it, just churning it over like a washing machine if you like, and it will create these big holes, kind of like what you can see below me here. We said we'd see what it would take. Oh, dang. Oh, my wheels, oh, my tyres, oh, my body. Oh, oh, my
So weit oben war, du bist darum habe ich gedacht.
Mr. Ashton,
Yeah.
it's the bike vault time. It's the bike vault. It's the bike
Yes.
vault. Yes.
We're in. What's this first one, Bingers?
Look at this. This is a pole. It's not a pole. It's called a pole. Pole means pedal. That's what this is. And it is silver and gold. Look at that.
It's
dreamy.
nice. It's nice. What are you giving that? You got a bell to ring? What are you gonna give
Mr.
that?
Ashton, I'm going to give that super nice, even though it's in his living room. But hey, man, you got to keep your precious pride and joy, gold and silver ring.
Hey, do you know what? I mean, go on, ring the bell. It's a super nice for you. That's fair enough.
Yeah, it's super nice.
I've got to be honest, there's maybe a bit too much gold for me. But there we are. That's just my opinion.
Okay, yeah. We're entitled to them.
Yeah, next up we've got owners. This is a Reactor Dream Build. It is
in Scotland, Loch-Avonmore.
Wow,
That's how you say it.
It's in Aviemore. It's Loch Innoch in Aviemore, and
There you go.
yeah, you butchered that, dude.
I nailed it. What? Sorry.
It's a really nice bike. I tell you what, it's one of the loveliest looking places in the world, isn't it? Scotland. It's just gorgeous.
It's beautiful.
What are
you giving that, Martyn?
For that reason, I'm going to say it's a nice.
Nice. Okay.
Next up, wow.
No. What is that? No. No.
Oh, mate, it's a Killer V from 1995. That is from Mick.
Kill it with bees.
Mate,
That's what this
Mick,
should be called.
Thank you. I tell you what, Bingers, let me take you back into the early 90s, all right? These Cannondales were reshaping what bicycles looked like, and the Killer V really was.
Yeah.
When that bike came out, I was like, what? Bikes didn't exist with aluminium tubes that size and these smooth welds and
All
it's
that
just
crazy ass stem.
Oh, man, I mean, yeah, the stem, I'm not down with. All right,
Man,
I'm not down with the stem.
snap it.
Yeah, I'm not into that. But the rest of it, hot. Hit the bell.
Okay.
That is a super nice, man.
S-bomb hot. That was.
Bomb
That's
nice.
what that was.
Right, next up we've got Anthony's. This is a full downhill rig. Look at this.
Transition, look at that. I love the black and purple. It's incredible, but it's non-drive side and it's in its garage.
So it's no super nice for you?
Oh, it's nice. It's really nice.
Okay, fair enough. Well done, Anthony. Thanks for sending it in. It's nice. Next up, we've got Martyn. Cool names. Rocky Mountain Altitude.
Not as cool as yours. Yours with a Y.
Yeah,
Why?
mine's cooler. Yeah. This is nice, but I do like the colourway.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Is it more than that? It's a lovely photo. Look at that
I
mountain.
think it's in the Rocky Mountains. I think that's a super nice Rocky Mountains in the Rocky Mountains.
Ring the bell.
Super nice.
Ring the bell. Next up, we've got Pavel's Specialised Enduro. That's an interesting monument.
Carving. Yeah. I do like the Specialised. Really nice. Scotland again. Coat Bridge. Mountain bike. There you go.
Nice. It's nice.
Okay,
It's nice. It's nice. It's nice. Next up, Wowie.
Oh, what the hell is that? That is a tandem.
Mate, we've had some times, haven't we? We've had some times.
We've had some crazy times.
Oh no! Oh.
Whoa!
Holy
That takes us back. It's pretty cool looking tandem actually. I like how it all just slopes away like that. It's a cool little spot. It's a nice picture. I'm going to give that super nice.
I'm giving that super nice, yeah.
Yeah.
Why not have fun with your mate on one rig than two? That's what I will say.
Not? Right. Now, I did say it's going to be my favourite bike vault ever. Look at this.
Oh, what the heck, Martyn, man? What is that? That's another Cannondale.
Now, I'm being a little bit naughty here, right? Okay, because Cannondale is 50 years old. I think this is, and I know a lot of people are going to disagree with me, but James's 1997 Cannondale Super V, right? That is one of the nicest looking mountain bikes in history. That's what I think. That has got so much going on for it, for me, it's off the charts. It didn't ride. Okay. It didn't ride like one of the best mountain bikes ever. But in terms of a silhouette, that is getting close to perfection for me. It really is.
Well, that's a high statement of perfectionism.
It's a high statement. And I just want to share this moment with you all, okay? Because a Cannondale is 50, and I received this very cool book in the post. I haven't even opened it yet. It's still in its cellophane. But it is a book, a very limited edition book that was going out to only people connected with the brand or in the press and stuff like that. All about 50 years in Cannondale. Shall I open it right now? Just so we can... Shall I?
It's like an unboxing or something, Martyn. Yes.
Wow.
Or red and yellow.
Look at that. First page opened. Missy Jove. Oh, come on.
Oh,
These are great times. I've got to be honest, guys. I guess I'm opening this just praying that it's a photo of me in here. Is there?
It will be.
Make...
Going down memory lane here.
Oh,
we might be a while.
This really is. Jesus! Look.
Yeah.
I made it.
Who's that? Is that you?
That is me. Bingers, we've got some amazing fails and sends this week. Some really cool fails and some epic sends. Do you want to see them?
I do, but super nice for that last bike then for you. Yes, please.
I think yeah, let's have a look at your riding. What have you been up to?
Way, that was a good one.
Okay.
Mr. Ashton, that is the end. I am so gutted that you're not actually in real life smelling you right now in the shed. But hey, there was a brilliant show.
It was great fun, man. Is Sam Hill over it? Let us know in the comments down below. Blake doesn't think he is.
I don't think he is.
Give us a love and a like and a share on all the places you possibly can. Remember what I said about that blue button? Yeah, see if it does turn blue for you. And until next time, it's goodbye from me.
And goodbye from me.
See you later.